And now the starting lineup for the visiting Denver Nuggets. At forward, Aaron Gordon. At point guard, at forward, Michael Porter Jr. At guard, Jamal Murray. At center, Nikola Jokic. The head coach of the visiting team is Michael Malone. Introducing the starting five for your San Antonio Spurs. 7-1 center, number 25, Jakob Poeltl. Six-eight, at forward, number 30, Thaddeus Young. 6'5" forward, number 3, Keldon Johnson. At guard, 6'4", number 5, DeJounte Murray. At guard, number 37. The head coach of your San Antonio Spurs, Greg Popovich. Make some noise for your San Antonio Spurs!
Greetings, everyone. Welcome to 2K Sports and another exciting edition of NBA basketball. This is Kevin Harlan. We've got Steve Smith and Greg Anthony at the table with me. And the fourth member of our crew, David Aldridge, our sideline reporter. Hey, Dave.
Thank you, Kevin. Michael Porter Jr. fell to 14th in the 2018 draft. Some team doctors worried that his back injury was so bad he might never play again. A few years later, he's not only playing, but Coach Mike Malone said, "I think he has a chance to be an all-league talent." And in talking to Porter guys, that's clearly on his to-do list.
Well, he's got the right coach, and he is a terrific young talent. That's a pretty good match. David, thank you. Now let's take a look at the Nuggets opening lineup. The forwards are Porter and Gordon. Campazzo and Murray are the guard set. And it's Jokic in at the 5. And for the Spurs, Young is out there with Poeltl. Then there's Murray. Then it's Johnson. And it's George in at the shooting guard position. You know, Steve, now that we have some time away from it, how strange and wild were the NBA playoffs in that bubble?
I think the wildest part, Kevin, was having players having the same living arrangement. We'll eventually look back and view it as one of the most interesting times in NBA history.
Murray outside. Pass to Porter, out to the wing. Campazzo. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim. And out of bounds as the Nuggets gain possession. Murray outside. There's the drive. And that one is good.
And you can't fall asleep against Murray, especially when he's got great interior positioning. The D has got to be better.
Now, here's George. He gets that one.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
No excuse. You have to be aware. He should be on your radar all the time.
Back to Jokic. And he lays in the alley-oop.
And not just a scorer, but a distributor as well. Porter's court awareness is really impressive.
Here's Murray. Turned in an outstanding game against Denver. Inside. Goes to the reverse layup and pops it in.
And the combination of his quickness and soft touch around the rim really allows him to pull off shots like that. A lot of players don't have the reverse in their arsenal.
Jokic. And Pirtle pulls it down. And here's George. He'll bring it up for San Antonio. Last time these two teams came together was also in this building. They were able to win it for the home fans.
In the last meeting of these two teams, they were really sharp defensively, disrupting the flow of their offense and causing a ton of turnovers.
They wreaked havoc on the defensive end and really held the pace of the game in their favor for the entire game. The will is there, but the execution is lacking. He can't seem to finish plays this quarter.
Good on the shot.
Backed by great length, I call Young a reliable interior scoring option.
For Denver, they've gone 2 of 6 from the field. Murray, the pass to Campazzo. Back to Murray. Pass to Porter. Now Murray. The Nuggets moving the ball around. Clock at 6. Takes the 13-footer. Jokic, no good.
And there hasn't been anything easy for him in this period.
And you've seen they've made numerous attempts to try to get him going. Shows how valuable he is to this offense.
And that's just good physical play by Jokic. Goes hard on the offensive glass there for the second chance hoop.
It's Young on the wing. Looking for George. He gets it there. The kick out to Young. Murray dishes to George. Back to Murray. Outside, George. It's hauled in by Jokic.
After 4 straight makes, couldn't quite get that one to go down. Still a terrific start.
You know, Greg, it is amazing the total effect Jokic has on the game.
And he's usually top 5 in triples-doubles now. He's really worked on his defense. And the scary part is he's still only in his mid-20s. That's one he knows he should have drained.
Young against Jokic. And Young kicks to George. And Pirtle has it in the corner. Back to George. To the inside. And Young with the basket on the assist by George.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
The pass to Jokic. A rebound by the Spurs. Fresh from a win against the Nuggets.
Really consistent with their aggression. In that game, we saw very few lulls from an intensity standpoint.
A couple things stood out for me. They were relentless, and they also played under control. That's a deadly combination.
Here's Jokic. Thaddeus Young picking up that last basket. Murray finds Jokic. And Pirtle pulls it down. Pirtle's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. And stolen by Murray. Campazzo, he's covered by Murray. Here's Jokic. And good, and it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down. Jokic has got 6.
A nice touch on the jump shot. Jokic's shooting ability changes his team's definition of spacing.
Back to Pirtle. The shot's good on the assist by George. George has got 3 assists in the game. The Nuggets trail by 6. Murray outside. Passes it to Porter. Now, here's Jokic. Murray outside. Just 5 on the clock. Shoots over Pirtle. Rebound San Antonio. Pirtle's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Johnson with it. Now guarded by Murray. That one drops for him.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
Kicks to Gordon. Murray outside. Pass to Jokic. Over Pirtle. And it's Jokic missing.
Wow, that's one you just kind of assume is going in. Tough luck.
Pirtle, the pass to George. Outside for Murray. Back to George. To the middle. Oh, and the dunk by Young.
And they have owned the paint so far, and the score reflects it.
I'll tell you, this was their strategy coming in. They obviously identified a weakness there inside.
So it's Denver now, following the bucket by the Spurs. Campazzo can't get it to fall.
He goes up strong, but he is met with resistance. I think that surprised him a little bit.
Here's George, and it's George finishing it off.
Yeah, we're seeing some fireworks from them already.
They established the pace. They made shots. This is why they're way out in front.
Campazzo, the pass to Jokic. The dish now to Porter. Pass to Campazzo. Right wing, and Jokic wide open. He shoots on the money from 12 feet away. Jokic has got 8.
Now that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Reason why it takes extra energy to do it. You have to trust your defensive rotations, but it's worth it.
George passes to Young. Good defense by Jokic.
Offensively, that's how you want to end the possession, except for the result.
And it's Gordon finishing it off.
Out of nowhere, Gordon just soaring in there, and that athleticism carries him straight to the hoop.
And San Antonio calls the first timeout of the game.
Get on your feet and make some noise. It's T-shirt time.
So San Antonio goes with the first 5 on the floor. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for San Antonio.
They've gotten a lot of high-quality shots in the paint early on. That was clearly part of their game plan coming in.
And also knocking down the mid-range because they're making good decisions with the basketball. And with Aaron Gordon, we knew about his high-flying acrobatics, but at his age, still seeking more consistency. Given his talent, he must continue to get better.
We've got Young. Murray out there with baddest one. Then there's Jakob Pirtle. And it's Johnson in at the small forward position. That's the San Antonio 5.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Greg, there's no question Gordon has game, especially remembering some of those dunk contests he was in.
An impressive athlete, no doubt. And his outside shot has improved. Now he's got to concentrate on scoring more for his team. And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Johnson kicks to George. To the paint. Here's Pirtle. That falls. Nice speed that time from George. George has got assist number 5 here tonight.
Really nice work. Pirtle going to town on the weak defense down in the paint.
Now here's Murray. 9 points last game out. Here's Dozier. Jokic trying to free himself up. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. And you look at the 2021 draft class, just some unbelievable talent at the top.
I mean, Cade Cunningham, for me, probably is the consensus best player, but man, you got guys like Suggs and Green and Kuminga with that rare athleticism. And how about Mobley? He really defines what a modern-day big is supposed to be. I mean, what more could you want?
Now, here's George. 8 points for him.
It doesn't take much for Pirtle to throw it down. At 7 feet tall, all he has to do is be near the hoop.
He gets a chance now to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, the Nuggets, when healthy, are one of the league's elite teams. Aaron Gordon says we have championship aspirations. When you've got the Joker, you have a chance to win every single night. If we play our best, we have a good chance to go as far as we want to. Guys, I just want to go as far as throwing it back to you.
You can throw it to us anytime, and he is the defending MVP and plenty of players around Jokic. David thanks. They are for real. Here's Murray after the made shot from George. And Murray, here we go. And it's Murray with the jam.
And on the drive, Murray can seem unstoppable. His agility cuts the defense apart there.
Pirtle kicks to Johnson. He dishes it to George. Spurs working the ball around now. Driving to the basket. Oh, that's blocked. And they recover it. Murray for three. It's rebounded by Dozier. Looking at Denver, they want to turn it around after the loss to the Spurs.
Well, when you're facing a team that's feeding off the crowd's energy, you have to bring your A game. They didn't do that defensively.
It looked like there were communication breakdowns all night. Deadly, especially when you're on the road.
Now here's Murray. Thaddeus Young missing his last shot. Hands it from downtown.
And the best scorers, like Murray, they believe every shot they take is going in, no matter how deep they are on the floor.
Good work there as it goes.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
There's the pass to Dozier. Launches a three, and that's good. Jamal Murray for three. Murray's got 10 points in the game.
And operating off the ball, credit Murray for staying engaged, ready to fire. The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
Campazzo, the pass to Jokic. Knocked away. Passes it to Campazzo. Jokic trying to free himself up. Offline with his three.
Well, he wants to shoot his way out of this cold spell, but the struggles continue.
You know, to me, this is when you want to focus on creating for others. Give someone else a chance. It's called a teammate.
The Spurs shooting their first foul shot of the night.
Yeah, pretty good numbers on the season when you look at their free throw attempts, right around 78%.
Michael Porter, he's checked in for the Nuggets. The Nuggets trail by 3. Here's Jokic. George looking around. Here's Young. It's hauled in by Gordon. Denver's gone 4 of 8 tonight from three-point land, shooting 50% on the three ball here. The 10-footer. Murray, no good. Spurs leading by 3. Johnson dishes to George. Back to Johnson. George passes to Pirtle. Drops in the layup for 2. Pirtle's got 6 here in this quarter.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Campazzo, he's covered by Murray. Now, here's Jokic. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against the Spurs in San Antonio.
And he wreaked havoc on defense with 4 steals for the game.
Murray, the pass to Pirtle. Back to Murray. That's basket number 2 with his third shot off to a fast 2 for 3.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Murray against Jokic. Dishes it to Murray. That's in, coming off the assist from Jokic. Murray's got 12 points in the game.
Taking things into his own hands this quarter, trying to keep his team afloat.
Back to Pirtle. Lays it up and banks it in. 10 points for him.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
Murray for 3. Buries it from three-point range. Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over.
Antonio, timeout. Fans, your Spurs squad.
Doug McDermott is checked in for San Antonio. Close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Spurs lead by 2. Live from the AT&T Center in San Antonio, you're watching 2K Sports. Halfway through this one, plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. It's been one outstanding game from George.
Yeah, and I don't know if anybody saw this offense coming from him, but it's been key for his team.
This is why you prepare. Get ready for the opportunity if it comes your way, because you may be asked to deliver.
Our second half of basketball, and presented by Gatorade. Let's see who's all fueled up and on the floor to start the third. So on the floor for Denver, Gordon and Jokic hold down the post for him. Campazzo and Murray are the guard set. And it's Porter in at the 3. Murray the pass to Pirtle. And there's George. That's good on the assist from Pirtle. Pirtle's got his 3rd assist on the night. Outside Porter. Wide open look here for Murray. Another 3 for Denver.
And you can tell he's looking for his shot. He just believes in it.
You know why? Success breeds confidence, and he's certainly been successful from there time and time again.
And here is Pirtle. After Jamal Murray was able to get that triple. It's good on the putback. Pirtle's got 12.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
The Nuggets trail by 3. Campazzo, the pass to Gordon. Murray outside. Jokic, that's a 2-pointer. San Antonio with the rebound. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. Following this one, they get to host the Pelicans. And they've been enjoying this long homestand. That will be game 4 of 5 in a row at home. For Denver, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half.
And as we've seen at the defensive end, Murray can rack up a lot of steals.
Greg, the reason why we know this. Long arms, quick hands, and once he picks it, he's off to the races. A tremendous open court player.
And now let's revisit that exceptional mobile 1 block.
And boy, did he get up quick to reject that shot. That's as fundamental as defense gets.
Here's Murray. 6 points for him. Pirtle, high post. Outside, George. Back to Pirtle. That falls. Nice speed that time from George. George has got his 8th assist in the game. Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. Campazzo, the pass to Murray. Porter, bounce pass. Gordon, a good finish at the rack off the slick feed. Gordon's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
Not one to shy away from contact. It's all part of the toughness that Gordon brings to the table.
George passes to Young. Back to George. Pirtle dishes to George. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call.
Nuggets ball.
And so it's Porter bringing it up now for the Denver Nuggets. Trailing by 5. Campazzo, the pass to Porter. Those 3-pointers off the mark. Spurs have gone 5 of 7 from the field in the third quarter. Let's see if they can keep it up. Johnson gets the bucket.
I mean, that's a nice find by Murray. He has the height to see the floor, and his awareness continues to grow.
Outside Porter. Murray the pass to Campazzo. Here's Jokic. Murray for three. Gets it to go for bucket number 8. He's taken just 10 shots.
And he's just living out beyond the arc right now. What a weapon to have on the floor.
This is when they need it the most, so they're so close to evening this game up.
Now, here's George. He's got 23. Down low, here's Pirtle. That falls. Nice speed that time from George. Pirtle's got 6 here in this quarter.
Completely on his game. Hasn't missed a shot all night. A big part of why this team is winning.
Jokic against Murray. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And an active player, Gordon can be a handful to keep up with throughout the course of the game.
And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Spurs. The Nuggets trail by 18. Young is out there with McDermott. Then there's Derek White. Then there's Banish 1. And it's Walker in at the 3 spot. It's the San Antonio 5.
That's his first.
How about the strength from the big fella? Porter is used to having to power through contact.
Michael Porter Jr. at the line for 1.
Free throw good. Porter. Now George. Now the feed to Young. And that one is off. And it's Denver the other way. And here's Porter. He kicks it to Green. To the paint. And he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
This is who you want leading that play. A sure passer with great awareness.
George passes to Young. Back to George. To the inside. And Young with the basket on the assist by George. And the Spurs lead by 15.
Shooting at a high clip, he's found ways to get quality looks.
Morris kicks to Green. White against Rivers. Here's Porter. Buries it down low.
Michael Porter Jr.
Porter's got 5 points now this quarter.
I don't know what coach told him at halftime, but he is shooting the lights out right now.
George passes to Young. That miss puts him at 53% shooting tonight. 8 for 15. Pass to Morris. Rivers with it inside. Aji makes it off the glass.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Spurs leading by 11.
Denver foul.
Jokic, he's checked in for Denver. Jamal Murray comes in for Rivers.
First team foul. Into the lineup.
We're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter in this one. George passes to Young. George trying to break free. Young's shot is good.
Man, just adding insult to injury. He just waltzes inside and extends this lead.
A uncontested shot at the rim, you have to compete at all times.
Playing from behind right here. Not easy, but he is answering the bell.
The reason why is not just scoring, it's the way he's doing it. Efficient. That's what you need at this point in the game.
George against Jokic. 5 to shoot. Shoots from the line. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good. Young's got 12 points here in the second half. The Nuggets trail by 13. Morris with the ball. Pass to Jokic. The shot's good on the assist by Morris.
Assist.
And that's
from
18 points for Jokic.
And how about taking the contact on the way up? Jokic doesn't shy away from an aggressive defense.
And George kicks to Walker. Morris against White. Pulls it up. And there's the pass to McDermott. And again, it's the Spurs from deep.
Three-point shooting since the half has been about as good as you could ask for.
Morris outside. Pass to Porter. Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Terrific assist. A nice finish. Solid play all around.
And he is really in a zone right now, playing and scoring with confidence.
Pass to Porter. Three-pointer. Rebounded by McDermott. McDermott's got 4 rebounds in this game. To the middle. Young's shot is good. Young's got 24 points.
They have leaned on him all quarter, and it has worked to perfection.
To the inside. Jokic. And Jokic throws it down.
Yeah, Jokic seems determined to have a big night. So far, he's been successful.
And George, here we go. And it's George finishing it off.
Hello. I mean, that's what I call a move.
That is some artistry. Greg, you're right. On his way to the basket, he was soaring. Murray outside. Down low, Jokic. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's on Thaddeus Young.
I mean, he was a second-round pick and now an MVP caliber player. Nikola Jokic has become one of the best offensive centers literally we have ever seen. He can dish it, drive it, shoot it from deep. Incredible touch. This guy is as good as it gets.
San Antonio making a switch here. Pirtle's checked in. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Pirtle's got 12 points here in the second half.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
Murray, the pass to Jokic. Murray outside. Denver needs to get off his shot. It's Porter outside. Kept alive. Oh, trying for it.
At some point, when you recognize someone's this out of rhythm, you have to shift to something else.
George against Porter. Back to White. And George, here we go. Pirtle. The shot's good on the assist by George. Pirtle's got 4 this quarter.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Morris passes to Green. Greg, last season, we saw a lot of opinions about the play-in tournament, especially from players. Where did you fall on that thinking?
Well, I'm going to put on my fan hat right now, Kevin, and I thought it was exciting. I mean, seeing the stakes get raised for those teams that are right on the edge, I think it brings more interest for teams. But if I was still playing, I probably wouldn't like it if I had locked up the playoffs and still had to go play to earn a berth.
Back to Porter. It's hauled in by George. George has got his 6th rebound on the night.
And the shots just continue to say no in terms of falling. And that's just cold-blooded right there. He's taking no prisoners.
Expanding upon this lead, trying to close it out. He's really stepped up.
Back to Morris. Fires for 3. Good on the 3-point shot. Morris has got 22 points.
Man, he keeps doing his part. They just haven't been able to get over the hump.
And George, here we go. Count it.
Oh, they own the interior right now. 10 straight points coming from inside.
Outside Porter. Some nice ball movement by the Nuggets. Back to Jokic. Jokic draws the double. It's Porter outside. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Nuggets will retain possession.
Nuggets ball.
And the Spurs with some changes. Johnson's checked in for McDermott. And Murray's subbed in for White. And Denver with a change here, too. Gordon's checked in. And so here's Denver. Morris, no good. Murray against George. And he drives in. Kicks it to Pirtle. Johnson, the pass to George. He feeds it to Young. And it's sent back by Jokic.
And check out Jokic using not just his length, but also the timing. The offensive player better think twice next time.
And he sinks that one in the back of the rim on the way in. Jokic has got 9 points now in just the second half. Murray finds George. And here is Pirtle. Jokic defending. Yes, that goes in.
And when Pirtle gets on a roll, he's hard to contain. Boy, he can catch fire in a hurry.
Inside, here's Jokic. Rebounded by the Spurs. Pirtle's got the glass covered here tonight. 11 boards for him. And that one's good, George.
And he's really made the most of his opportunities today. I mean, he needs to keep working for those kinds of looks.
Murray outside. On the wing, Porter. Here's Jokic. Good, and a nice assist from Porter. Porter's got 4 assists now tonight.
And the defense tries to make Jokic take a bad shot, but with that stroke, he makes the mid-range look easy.
George passes to Young. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely. Young's got 26.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
Here's Murray. And a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls.
And there's no doubt Murray can fill it up. Good luck bringing him down to earth when he's on this kind of a roll.
And George with the stuff.
Never a bad idea to run the old pick play.
You're right. And if it produces a slam like that, we'll probably see more of them.
Especially if the defense is going to allow you to do it. Have to switch on that play.
And stolen by Murray. George against Murray. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
That's his
Great timing. That can be the difference between an assist and a turnover.
We're seeing a lot of top high school players opting for the G League over college now, Greg. What's your advice to top young players on their path to the NBA?
Well, Kevin, I think you just answered it. It's their path, and I don't think the same path is right for everybody. There are going to be a lot of talented young men and women who want to go to college for the experience, you know, for the environment, for the networking, right? You're going to make some of the best friends you'll ever have on a college campus. Having said that, though, some kids aren't into college, aren't into school. They want to just go and pursue their passion and their craft, and that's why I think the G League and the developmental leagues that are out there are so good for these young players.
To the paint, here's George. Whistle blows, basket is good. So a chance here for a 3-point play.
That's his
Excellent timing on that play and a wonderful pass.
So San Antonio going with an almost entirely new group here.
One shot.
Free throw good from George. And there's a minute 45 left to play here in the fourth. Defended by George. And Greg, you were a hard-nosed defender. Would you be frustrated by what they're calling a foul today?
You know, I would based on how I played, but if you grew up in this era, this is just the way the game is, and you have to adapt and adjust, and that's what you're seeing with the players. Guys can defend it every bit as good as they ever have. In fact, I would argue they're better.
Oh!
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it, just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Spurs.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And an important milestone for them tonight as they pick up win number 10.
And they've put themselves into the driver's seat in regards to the season series with this team. Tonight's win will give them a 2-1 edge with only one left to play.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for George.
He really played at his preferred pace, never let adjustments by the defense speed him up or slow him down.
Rivers dishes the ball. Pass to Dozier. Feeds it to Bull. Looking to end the run. And that one drops for him.
Yeah, inside, Bolt does a great job just making subtle adjustments and utilizing that length.
And George, here we go. It's rebounded by Dozier. From downtown. Good on the triple.
P.J. Dozier.
7 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Inside. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist.
And you know they feel good giving their fans a show here while taking care of business.
They're going to win by a nice margin. The effort was there all night.
And so it's San Antonio easily taking this one. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but you have to appreciate just what a clinical performance they put on.
I know their fans appreciated it, and we saw at times just stretches of excellent defense. Potency from an offensive standpoint as well. They were pretty much dominant.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. Now for Greg Anthony, Steve Smith, and David Aldridge. This is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA here on 2K Sports. So long.
I'm sorry for keeping you guys. Let's get it going.
Well, officially, you said all the right things when the possibility of getting moved came up. Now that it's happened, was this game a statement to this new team or to your old one?
I don't know, Frank. I wasn't really focused on making a statement, you know? Just going out there playing good, smart basketball. And I think the situation is just a better fit for me, honestly. You know, I feel like a puzzle piece who got traded to the right box. And I'm not trying to force myself in nowhere where I don't quite fit no more.
Kind of sounds like you're making a statement right now.
Hey, look, I'm just happy that I'm here. Nothing else.
Okay, well, now that you're out of a situation that was, less than perfect, can you say if you were more excited to move on to something new or to get away from something bad?
Frank, you just always trying to stir things up, ain't you?
Look, just asking questions here.
Okay, yeah. Well, here's my answer, Frank. I've landed in a situation with teammates who can help me be the best that I can be, and that is just one impressive MP. You're gonna see me do things alongside these guys that you never seen before, man. You know, we about to be the must-watch NBA action. We gonna be the water cooler conversations. We gonna be the kind of team that your grandma knows because she ain't even watched basketball since George Mikan was shooting hooks, man.
I didn't know you knew my nana.
And I didn't know you knew George Mikan either. All right, no more questions? Thank you.
Here we go.